Morning everybody, my name's Stephanie and I'm here to extend the full solidarity of the Communist Party of Britain to the Scottish Tenants Organisation and to Homeless Project Scotland and their fight back against a housing crisis that is wreaking devastation on the working class and our society's most vulnerable in a multitude of ways. The Poverty in Scotland report of 2023 found that over 110,000 Scots are plunged into deep poverty due to their housing costs alone. In-work poverty has never been higher in this country, and housing costs are one of the main drivers of this. Housing costs are also one of the main drivers of homelessness, and with tens of thousands of empty properties simply collecting damp and dust, while hundreds freeze to death on the streets this winter, we must urgently examine why is this the case. Profiteering, unchecked parasitic landlordism, coupled with the privatisation of public housing are the reasons why. Since the mass privatisation of almost all public infrastructure in the 1970s to the present day, we have seen a declining supply of genuinely affordable homes for Scotland's lowest earners. Wheatley Homes, Scotland's largest social housing monopoly, is a prime example of the contradiction between public service and private profit. They remain rampant in their desire to destroy 600 energy-efficient homes in the Wynford, despite there being a 125,000 shortfall in our country's housing stock. That is a disgrace. Wheatley Homes, you should be ashamed of yourself. And to Glasgow City Council, you failed in your duty to accurately assess the impact of this destruction. And while we welcome the halting of the demolition of these flats, we're here to tell you that this was never good enough. We talk a lot about big numbers today, but what about the human cost of homelessness? Well, that's why each and every one of us are here. We are here to represent the human cost of this crisis, and we're here to say that we will not accept it. The Communist Party's housing charter outlines the urgent need for mass public housing, coupled with stringent regulations that choke greedy landlords out of our housing sector. I say public housing instead of social housing, because even tenants of social homes are not immune to market pressures. When the private sector puts up their rents, the so-called social sector follows suit. Furthermore, public housing means bringing real democracy to tenants. Members of Living Rent and the Scottish Tenants Organisation know too well that when you approach a mammoth landlord as an individual, you rarely achieve anything except demoralisation. Approaching them as a tenants' union goes some way to levelling the playing field, and we have seen this with increasing success as our tenants' unions grow. But ultimately, what all tenants' unions need, just as trades unions fight for in the workplace, is democratic control of housing. Glasgow City Council, it is your responsibility to protect the people of this city from homelessness and poverty inflicted by unaffordable homes. We demand urgent investment in genuine council homes that are fit for a changing climate and which are fundamentally democratically owned. We demand an end to homelessness, which is a stain on one of the so-called richest nations in the world. And we demand